a lot of men, the worst thing that can happen to their body is erectile dysfunction, or impotence. Failure to perform sexual acts is not simply a violation of one of the most important functions of the organism, reproductive, but it also inflicts a huge blow to the psyche of a man, his life mood and optimism. Nevertheless, thanks to the achievements of modern medicine, erectile dysfunction is treated, and this doesn't require any complicated surgeries or medical procedures. Problems with potency are successfully treated with pills that are taken before sexual intercourses. They belong to the inhibitors of PDE5, an enzyme, the production of which stops the erection. For today, Cialis is one of the most common drugs of this type for restoring potency. Its active substance is called tadalafil. Alas, although Cialis is a very effective remedy, especially known due to the small number of side effects and the possibility of long reception without harm to the body, in the US this medicine is very expensive. Even Cialis' price with insurance is rather high, and very often medical insurance doesn't cover this drug. The problem of high prices is exacerbated by the fact that often pills have to be taken long enough, up to 3 months in case of erectile dysfunction and up to 6 months, if Cialis was prescribed by a doctor for the treatment of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. In the United States, most drugs that are not of vital importance are sold at inflated prices. And, although branded Cialis is produced by a company Eli Lilly that is located in the US, the manufacturer doesn't make this medicine affordable for its compatriots. In addition, to buy it you need to get a prescription from a doctor. This means a visit to the urologist, and additional money spent on it, examination, analysis, receipt of a treasured piece of paper which is quite short-lived. It is not surprising that, faced with so many obstacles, many patients either refuse treatment altogether, or are looking for a way to buy Cialis without a prescription and, preferably, at a lower price. Men turn to generics, which can be ordered with delivery from other countries and which can be 2 to 3 times cheaper than the original American medicine. Prospects for Cialis. Generics of Cialis have become so popular that the original medicine can begin to lose ground. More precisely, the decline in the level of purchases of branded tablets has already begun. According to experts, in the next 5 years, the policy of Eli Lilly is expected to change. Insiders say that the management intends to lower the price for Cialis and conclude a number of licensing agreements that will allow other drug manufacturers to sell the OTC version of the drug. Among the potential licensees, the French pharmaceutical company Sanofi. Of course, over-the-counter med will cost much less than the prescription one. That is, in essence, Eli Lilly is going to start production of its own generics. If it really happens, it will be a breakthrough in the industry of drugs for fighting erectile dysfunction. The manufacturer is not afraid that these measures will lead to a drop in the popularity of branded Cialis, because it will remain the most authoritative producer of this drug even if prices of branded pills will become equal to the prices of generics. Unfortunately, so far the branded Cialis is released only on prescription, because doctors can't come to a consensus as to whether this medicine is safe enough for everyone to freely buy it. There are fears that easy access to the treatment of impotence will lead to abuse of this drug and a lack of attention to contraindications, in the presence of which taking the medicine is dangerous for the health and life of a man. On the other hand, these measures would help in stopping the illegal sale of stolen or counterfeit medicines and the activities of fraudsters speculating on placebo. Cheap Cialis online. If you are willing to buy cheap Cialis 20 mg, 10 mg or 5 mg, pay attention to generics in online pharmacies. There you are free to make an order from any part of the world. Regularly Cialis at reduced price is offered there, and the cost of each tablet depends on the number of the pills you add to your cart. The larger it is, the lower is the cost. Generics have very many different benefits, but only if they are produced by reliable manufacturers. Otherwise, the medicine may turn out to be useless or even harmful. The best generics of Cialis are manufactured in Canada, India, and hungry, so we advise you to look for meds of this origin in catalogs of online drugstores. A very pleasant feature is that when you order generic Cialis from these countries, you don't need to present a prescription, even if your place of residence is the US. However, we hope that you have responsible attitude to your health and will carefully study the instructions for use before making the purchase.